Could we imagine an Africa where poverty is a thing of the past, where governance is not just about ruling, but about leading a prosperous, thriving continent? These are not just rhetorical questions, but a call to ponder on the potential that lies within Africa, waiting to be unlocked. Africa, a continent rich in resources and culture, has experienced significant strides in governance and economic development over the years. Yet, the challenges of poverty and inequality persist. However, history has shown that with proper governance, economic development can be achieved and poverty can be eradicated. Take a glance at the story of Botswana. At the time of its independence in 1966, it was one of the poorest countries in the world. But today, it stands as a beacon of hope for many African nations. Through good governance, Botswana has transformed its economy, leveraging its rich diamond resources for the benefit of its people. It now stands as one of Africa's most stable and prosperous nations. Rwanda too provides us with a remarkable case study. Following the tragic genocide in 1994, Rwanda faced a monumental task of rebuilding. But under visionary leadership, it has risen from the ashes, transforming into a vibrant economy that prioritizes technology and innovation. Today, Rwanda is one of the fastest growing economies in Africa. These stories are not exceptions but examples of what's possible when leaders prioritize good governance and economic development. They illustrate that poverty is not a destiny, but a circumstance that can be changed. However, the journey towards prosperity is not a solitary one. It requires collective effort, commitment, and most importantly, visionary leadership. Leadership that sees beyond the immediate needs and sets forth on a path of sustainable development. Leadership that understands that the wealth of a nation lies not just in its resources, but in its people. The call to action today is clear. Africa needs leaders who will not just govern but lead. Leaders who will drive economic development, eradicate poverty, and create a prosperous continent. The journey towards this vision may be long and arduous, but with concerted effort, it is achievable. Africa is not a continent of the future, but a continent of the now. The time for change is not tomorrow, but today. The call is not for others, but for you. Because the power to transform Africa lies not in the hands of a few, but in the hands of its leaders. So, let's choose to be the leaders that Africa needs. Let's choose to be the change that Africa deserves. Let's choose to unlock Africa's potential and create a prosperous continent that future generations will be proud of. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Let that step be taken today for a better, prosperous, and thriving Africa.